Now, Egypt recorded a 47% increase in the number of tourists in the 2021-2022 fiscal year to reach 11.7 million tourists. According to a data released by the state-run statistics agency, Egypt have already hosted 7 million tourists in the first half of this year, putting the country on track for its projected 15 million tourists in 2023. Europeans made up over 62% of the country's tourists to lead the 2022 charts, and followed up by the Arabs at 26%. Let's have more details of that in this report.
After reaching a record 13 million tourists and earning $13 billion in 2019, Egypt's tourism industry was hit hard by the COVID-19 pandemic. This week, the country's statistical arm, the Central Agency for Public Mobilization and Statistics (CAPMAS), released figures of the 2021-2022 fiscal year showing outstanding year-on-year growth. Egypt received 11.7 million tourists, up from 8 million in the 2020-2021 fiscal year. While the number of tourists increased by more than 46%, the revenue spiked 121%. to amass $10.7 billion for the North African state.
The sharp drop in the Egyptian pound exchange rates to foreign currencies, in addition to economic recovery in developed countries following the Russia-Ukraine crisis, have both helped to give tourism that push.
Europeans made up more than 62% of Egypt's tourists to lead the 2022 charts, while Arabs came second at 26%. The outstanding figures reported were supported by an additional 35% increase in the number of visitors to reach 7 million tourists in the first half of 2023, to project a boom in the industry.
We're on track for our national tourism target to reach 15 million tourists this year. We're expecting 18 million tourists by next year. Our strategy focuses on increasing the number of flights that come to Egypt to enhance the touristic experience for our visitors and increase the number of hotel rooms. The recently announced statistics are so far aligned with our projections.
This year, I believe we have shifted from the phase of recovery to growth. Winter is our peak tourism season. What is astonishing this year is that business is strong during summer all over Egypt. Europe this year witnessed extreme heat waves and wildfires, while in Egypt the weather has been great, and that made it attractive.
Tourism is vital for the Egyptian economy. It makes up about 12% of the nation's gross domestic product and is among the top sources of foreign currency for the Arab world's most populous nation.
Egypt aims to host some 30 million tourists by 2028. The ambitious plan intends to attract some $20 billion in investments. Authorities are planning to increase hotel capacity from the current 215,000 rooms to 500,000. Adel Mahroui, CGTN, from the Egyptian Red Sea resort city of